ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife wants the pipe, and when I hit you, feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for her to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass, but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it, but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass, you pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I can ruin your day by smashing your bitch?
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on, girl? Shout out to Zati. What's good? Pee Wee. What's going on? Reggie Brock, Emmanuel, Johnny, Hayes, Steve O Baby, Duke Alexis in the building. Johnny, what's going on? Martin, first down. Hayes, what's good? Gold Chain is in the building. What's poppin'? Run QNS is in the building. Shout out to everybody. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about how you have to put in work to be sexually attractive. You have to. There's no way around this. I'm going to break this down. And what I want you guys to understand is that when you put in the work, right, it's going to make it easier for you to attract women who want to have sex with you. It's that simple. So you ever notice, you say, damn, for some guys, it just seems so easy for them. And for other guys, it's not, or it's so easy for these other guys, but it's not easy for me. And that's because the guys who it is easy for, they work at being sexually attractive. See, a lot of guys, when they talk about being sexually attractive, they just think it's about how you look. Now, let's just go with that for right now. Let's just start with that one so that we can, talk about that. Because I know a lot of dudes is going to just think, oh, well, if you look good, then, women are going to think you're sexy. And you're going to, if you're a Chad and Tyrone and all this other stuff. But let me explain something to you guys. Do you know that, you looking good as far as, how you naturally look and also basically your appearance? So let's go with looks and appearance. It takes work to maintain that good look. So let's say you have a guy who you see, shout out to my dude K Zaggin 20 in the building. Shout out to my dude K Zaggin 20 in the building. What's going on? What's going on? See, this is the thing. Let's say you have a guy who dresses real nice, works out. You understand? He has a fresh haircut. His sneakers be impeccable. You understand what I'm saying? He smells good, all this other stuff, right? Guess what? if you see that guy often, let's say that's one of your friends or whatever, somebody you see, at different functions and all this other stuff, guess what? It takes work to maintain that. That means he got to go get a haircut every damn week. That means he has to make sure that he's brushing his teeth, making sure he's, whitening the teeth and all that other stuff, making sure that his hair is cut, his beard or whatever is shaved up nice, right? Making sure his clothes is clean and crisp. The sneakers or the shoes are clean and crisp, right? That takes time. He has to go to the gym maybe 4 or 5 times a week. He has to watch what he's eating. You understand what I'm saying? All of these things take work. So a lot of times when you guys see these other guys, you're like, oh my God, he's a Channing, he's a Tyrone, and he must get a lot of pussy. Guess what? He got to put in a lot of fucking work. This nigga has to live in the gym. You understand? He got his barber on call. You understand? He's just trying to get this shit cracking on a consistent basis. So he may look that good, and then therefore, because he looks that good, right, he's attracting certain types of women who are into his look. But guess what? He has to work at that. You understand what I'm saying? He has to work at it. It doesn't just happen automatically. He has to make sure he fucking shapes up his mustache, shaves his beard, make sure he put all that shit on his face, whatever moisturizer he using and shit, making sure his hair is cut all nice and all that other stuff, making sure his gear is tight, is matching, everything is good. He has to take time out to go out and buy clothes, buy accessories, all that other shit to have a certain look, to have a certain appearance, right? So a lot of you guys out there, even just when it comes to the looks and appearance, some of you guys are not even putting in the work for that. You just think niggas just wake up and shit just falls into place. No, they actually have to put in work. And some guys actually have to put in work to figure out their own style, meaning what looks best on them, what they like to wear. How do they, put together their outfits in a certain way to look a certain way on them? You see what I'm saying? But a lot of guys don't understand that these dudes are putting in work to make sure that they look a certain way, right? And now this is just off the looks and the appearance. Now, when I talk about you have to put in work to be sexually attractive, right? We're also talking about the behavior, right? Are you the type of guy who's confident? Are you the type of guy who knows how to talk to women? Are you the type of guy who's not scared to approach women? Are you the type of guy that knows how to flirt, build sexual tension, all that other shit? That takes work. And see, this is what you have to understand. It takes time for certain guys to get shit easy. So what I mean is this. Let's say you got one guy who he goes out, he hollers at chicks, right? He's pulling chicks, almost every night he's out, right? He has a roster of chicks that want to fuck with him, right? You let's say this is your friend. You go to bars and clubs and you approach that woman and then you talk to her. I mean, he talks to her, he interacts with her, and that chick is all about it. And you're just wondering, you're like, damn, this guy, every time he goes out, right? Every time my friend goes out, chicks just be all over him. But you know why chicks are all over him? Because he took an extended period of time to work on his shit. And so therefore, what happens is, it's not that they're liking him tonight because he has on a nice jacket. It's because of the man that he has become over time as he's been working on himself. See, a long time ago, I ordered this program that teaches you, how to get speaking engagements and, marketing your speaking services and stuff like that, right? So the dude who, has the program, he was talking about how he get paid $2,500 for a 45-minute speech, right? So to a lot of people, that sounds like a lot of money. Like, damn, you get $2,500 just for speaking for 45 minutes? right? So what he explained was, he said, yeah, I get that amount to speak, and that's like the minimum. So sometimes it's more than that. Now, what he said was, he said, I'm not getting 2,500 for the 45 minutes. He said, I'm getting 2,500 for all the years of work that I put in with speaking, with sharing my knowledge, with doing all this stuff to get to this point where I'm at this event that they want to pay me 2,500. You see what I'm saying? So they're not paying for just the 45 minutes. They're paying for the years. You understand what I'm saying? They're paying for the skill level, right, that he had to cultivate over years, which got him to that place. So this is why sometimes you see a guy interacting with a chick, and that chick is just really about it. She's really feeling him, and it just seems like, damn, like he just got that it factor, right? But guess what? She's responding to the years that nigga took to become the man he is today. Exactly. That's a fact. See, the problem is that a lot of guys don't realize that it actually takes work to be sexually attractive. They think that, oh, well, this guy's just lucky, or that guy's just lucky. See, this is why you can get a dude who you would consider is like this good-looking Chad guy, and he'll still have trouble sometimes with certain women, right? He'll still get chicks playing him. He'll still have a hard time dealing with certain women, all this other stuff. Now, why is that? That's because, right, he may look a certain way, but he hasn't worked on his behavior. So now he's good looking until he opened his mouth. You see what I'm saying? So he will even have trouble, and a lot of guys will think or believe that he's just going to have it easy because he looks a certain way. Right now, the way he looks can help him, right, on the front end to get certain women attracted to him. But then what happens is that he'll end up losing a lot of women, and shit may not, actually like do what it needs to do, because he's the type of motherfucker that wasn't working on himself. So he might have been working on, getting haircuts and looking good as far as his appearance and keeping that up. But his mindset, it's not worked on. See, when it comes to the game, you want to be hitting on all cylinders, meaning you want to have your looks, appearance, and behavior all on point, because that is the thing that makes you sexually attractive. You understand? Your looks, appearance, and behavior. That's what's going to make you sexually attractive. So sometimes what happens is that you might be a guy who's, let's say, for example, confident, and you can talk a little bit, you got a decent mouthpiece or whatever, but your appearance is shit. You understand what I'm saying? So then that's going to hurt you in the end. I remember a while ago, I was in a city in Manhattan, and this dude that watches my videos, right? He basically, he was like, yo, Lucario, whatever. He just flagged me down, and he was like, yo, man, I'm out here hollering at these girls, and, like, shit ain't really going the way I want it to go. And then I said to him, so you was hollering at chicks today? He said, yeah, I was hollering at chicks, earlier today, but, shit ain't really popping off. And so I said, let me ask you a question. Do you dress like this normally? And he was like, yeah. Now, the funny part was the dude had on this dusty ass coat, right? And he had on these sweatpants with a stain at the bottom and these dirty ass shoes. So I said, bruh, your appearance, and he needed a goddamn haircut. But anyway, I said, your appearance sucks. That's part of the reason why you're not having success. So he had the courage to approach girls, talk to them or whatever. But when they looked at his appearance, they're like, this nigga look dusty. You understand? So what happens is that could fuck your shit up, and vice versa. You could have an awesome appearance and a good look, but then you're scared to talk to girls. You don't know what the fuck to say around them. You act goofy and shit. You're nervous, all this other stuff. Your behavior is not attractive. So even though initially a woman might like your look, like your appearance, but then because your behavior sucks, you're not going to be sexually attracted to her. So all of those things together need to be working. You understand? So you said looks don't matter. You have to understand context in what I'm saying. Like, do I need to bring up the chart again? Let me bring up the chart again. Hold on, let me bring up the chart again so you guys will see. Okay, where is this chart? Where is this chart? Hold on, where the fuck did I put this chart? Okay, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Again. And this chart is actually in my book, Looks Don't Matter, which you guys can get at MrLocario.com. Now, again, the 5 types of attraction a woman will have for a man. Number 1, physical attraction. Number 2, sexual attraction. Number 3, behavioral attraction. Number 4, resource attraction. And number 5, friendship attraction. You understand? So let me go through these, break it down. Physical attraction. Being attracted to how a man's face and body looks does not always equate to sexual attraction, right? So that means that a woman could be physically attracted to you and not sexually attracted to you. So that means a woman could literally say, you're handsome, you're cute, right? But have no sexual attraction to you, meaning she doesn't want to have sex with you based off of how you look, because your look doesn't turn her on, right? Now, sexual attraction. Being attracted to a man sexually. Sexual attraction is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. Now, if a woman sees you and says you're cute or handsome, right? And then because she thinks you're cute and handsome, that makes her feel sexual feelings towards you, then that means that your look makes her sexually attracted to you. Get it? So if your look doesn't make her sexually attracted to you, she's just physically attracted to you. If your look makes her sexually attracted to you, she is sexually attracted to you. Get it? So your look is not going to matter, or your physical looks are not going to matter if she's not sexually attracted to you. Right? So now, it says sexual attraction is a combination of your looks, appearance, and behavior. So now, let's say she's like, oh, he's cute. He dresses well and he's confident. That means you are the most sexually attractive you can be to that woman, which usually means she's going to have high interest in you because she likes your look, your appearance, and your behavior. You understand? So that's how that goes. Behavioral attraction, being attracted to how a man acts, what he says, and what he does. So if a woman is just attracted to you because of the way you behave, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that she's sexually attracted to you, because a woman could be attracted to how you behave, right? And what that means is that you could be a funny guy. You could be hilarious. And she's just like laughing all day at your jokes. You're very entertaining to her. So she's attracted to the fact that you entertain her. But if she's only attracted to your behavior, right? Because you're entertaining, or you're interesting, you're intriguing, maybe you're smart and you say certain things that make her think. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she's sexually attracted to you. So a woman can be attracted to your behavior and not want to fuck you, right? Resource attraction, being attracted to a man because he has money and resources. Status also falls under this category because it can be used as a resource. So if a woman only has resource attraction for you, that means she's only attracted to you because of your money, right? And attracted to you because of your status, right? So a lot of guys who like to lead with their wallet or think just because they're the quote unquote high value man with their 6 figures, she has resource attraction to you, but she may not have sexual attraction or physical attraction or behavioral attraction to you. She just might like the fact that you got the bag. Now, friendship attraction, being attracted to a man as a friend. This is the friend zone. Okay. So the friend zone is basically the only situation where sexual attraction cannot exist. So in all of these situations, right, they can be mixed together. So that means that a woman could have sexual attraction to you and have resource attraction to you, right? A woman can have behavioral attraction to you and resource attraction to you. A woman could have physical attraction to you and resource attraction to you, right? But the two that could never cross is sexual attraction and friendship attraction. It'll never happen. You see what I'm saying? The reason why you're in the friend zone is because there is no sexual attraction. You understand what I'm saying? So understand that, because a woman can also have resource attraction to you and have you in the friend zone, because she can sort of use you as a friend and you take her out, do all this other shit, take her to places, all that other stuff. So that's how that goes. So I just want you guys to understand that. So a lot of times when all these, black pill, all these motherfuckers who be talking about, oh, it's all about looks and, the looks get you in the door and all that other bullshit, that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. You understand? When the dudes say the looks get you in the door, the looks don't really get you in the door. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all be thinking that, oh, well, the look, no. You know what actually gets you in the door? Y'all want to know what gets you in the door? What actually gets you in the door is confidence, not looks. I'm going to say that again. What actually gets you in the door is confidence, not looks. You understand? Because a woman can think you look good and still not want to fuck you. But what happens is that your confidence is the thing that makes things happen. You understand? Confidence creates the situation for you and that woman to actually interact. You understand? You said, what if you have the behavior but not the looks? What are you talking about? If we're talking about sexual attraction, what's the thing? If a woman is, let's say, like, you're not necessarily a woman's type physically, right? But you dress nice and your behavior is on point where you're super confident, your mouthpiece is crazy and all that other stuff. What will happen is that women will still be sexually attracted to you because of that. You see what I'm saying? But if you have the combination of all three, then you're on point. See, a woman could also be sexually attracted to you based off of your looks and your appearance, right? The only thing, though, is that you just would need to shut the fuck up and just let shit happen and don't talk too much to ruin it. Because this is the thing. If a chick is extremely sexually attracted to you because of your look and or appearance, let's say your look and your appearance, but your behavior is like, you don't know how to really talk to chicks or whatever. You ain't really got a mouthpiece like that. You're kind of like whatever. Some women, they'll be that sexually attracted to you to where they'll still try to fuck you because you're a turn on to them based off of your look and your appearance. But you can only go so far with that a lot of times too, because in the event that you just get too ridiculous, then you might fuck the whole shit up. You see what I'm saying? Then you fuck the whole shit up. So you have to be, you have to be aware of that shit. But just understand overall, you have to put in work to be sexually attractive. So a lot of times guys be thinking that, and this is why guys have a hard time understanding game or think, or even, guys will say, well, game doesn't exist. It's bullshit. That's why they say that, because they don't understand the work that has to be put in to be on point with game. You understand? They don't understand the work that actually has to be put in to be the type of guy who's on point with the game. You understand? I remember I was at a meetup event one time, right? And there was like these three dudes that was there at the meetup event, who watched my videos. So I get into the spot, I'm at the bar, I get a drink and shit. And these three dudes is like, yo, Lucario, what up? I watch you on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So we kicking it, chilling, talking, drinking, whatever. And then so what happened was there was these two chicks sitting across, like, you know, from where we was at or whatever. Right? And then so the guys that I was with, they was too scared to approach the chicks. Right? So I go and approach the two girls. I sit right in between them. And I was like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yada, yada, yada. And then so one of the girls, she had a boyfriend. The other girl didn't. Right? The girl who didn't have a boyfriend, or the girl who did have a boyfriend, she had excused herself to go to the bathroom like 5 minutes into when we was talking. So then I started just talking to her friend. So me and the friends talking, right? We flirting. And the whole time, these dudes just standing in the bar, just looking at us the whole fucking time. You understand what I'm saying? And so obviously you can see that the chick that I was talking to who was single was feeling me. So we was, you know, going back and forth doing all that other shit, right? But what happened is that the reason why it was so easy for me to just sit in between them, because they were sitting near each other. I walked up to them. I was like, hey, ladies, how y'all doing? What y'all up to tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And I was standing and they were sitting and then they were talking to me. So within a minute, I was like, yo, I went like this. I was like, I'll move over a little. I'm going to sit right between y'all. So I sat between them and I just put my arms around both of them like this. And we just talking. You understand? So I come into the situation, right? I'm commanding the attention, directing the situation how I need it to go, and they're basically cooperating with it. Right? Now, it wasn't really my looks that got me in the door. It was my confidence. My confidence is the thing that even got me over to the fucking table or to the where they were sitting at. You see what I mean? And so what happens is that the chick that I was dealing with, right? She was sexually attracted to me because she was feeling the energy, my behavior. I mean, my look was still on point. I was looking clean and all that other shit, right? But it's a combination of all those things. You see what I mean? So a lot of times guys, they're scared to make this happen because they're not putting enough work on themselves. And deep down, they know this is why they're scared. Because me going up to those two women and doing that shit is basically years of me doing that type of stuff. You understand? So I made it look easy because I know what I'm doing. See, guys who know what they're doing make it look easy. But that's because they know what they're doing. And they've been doing it over and over again. You understand? That's like anything you're doing in this game. Just like, you know, when I do live streams damn near almost every day, right? I just come up with a topic and then I just start talking. I don't need to, like, the only time where I have like a note is if I do like 5 things such and such. So I have the list of the 5 things. But other than that, I make up the topic, sometimes a half an hour before I do the show, and I just go in. Now, the reason why I'm able to do that is because I've been doing it for years. So it's second nature. You see what I'm saying? This shit is automatic. So you want to get to the point where you interacting with the women is automatic. You see what I mean? To where it is just you're on because your mind and your body and your energy knows what to do when it's go time. You see what I'm saying? See, the thing is this. You know why your looks don't get you in the door? Because you don't need to be a woman's physical type for her to have a conversation with you. I'm going to say that again. You do not need to be a woman's physical type for her to have a conversation with you. You know the reason why sometimes when you try to strike up a conversation with women at a party, club, bar, all these other different places, and they don't want to talk to you, it's not because they don't like the way you look. It's because they don't like your approach. And they don't like your approach because they can see you're being awkward. They can see that you're scared. They can feel that awkward, weird energy, and they don't feel like having to deal with that type of energy. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to have to deal with that type of energy. But when a dude comes through and he's confident right? And he knows how to have a conversation, and he's fun and he's interesting, the women are gladly open to having conversation and interactions with that guy. You understand? Because women go out because they want to meet men. So if she's going out and she meets a guy, right, who knows how to interact with her, give some good conversation and go back and forth and shit, and she's having a good time, the reason why she continues to talk to him or even engage with him is because of the type of energy he's bringing to the interaction. And any dude could fucking get dressed nice, smell good, brush their teeth, get a nice fucking haircut, you understand, get some nice shoes, and look good. Right? So it's not that complicated, people. It is not that complicated. But let me see who's on the line. Let's go to 609. 609, what's popping?
Yo, what's up, Lucario? How's it going, man?
Chilling, bro. Did you donate?
Of course I donated.
All right. What's going on?
What's up? I got a question, but I wanted to touch on the topic real quick before I ask the question. You know what I think the real issue is, Lucario? Because I went through this shit myself without realizing it, is that guys only see the good stuff and they don't see the negatives. Like, what I mean is, let's say you, for example, right? Guys see you, they see all the girls you're able to get, all the girls you have on your live stream, and they hear you talk about all the experiences you have and all that.
Right.
But what they don't see, and this is for me, and I'm talking about all players all over the world, what they don't see is all the girls that rejected you.
Exactly.
All the girls that flaked on you. All the girls that you hung out with that didn't what the fuck, that bullshitted you. All the girls who friends cop block you. They don't see any of the negatives.
Right.
So when they go through that, when they go through a flake, when they go through maybe rejection, they think something's wrong with me. I'm supposed to be a player. Shit's supposed to be going my way all the time without realizing all the bullshit is part of the game, and you not giving a fuck about it is the game to me, and not worrying about the book. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's a fact. That's real shit.
Yeah, that's all. It's the same thing with money. You know, somebody sees somebody rich and they got all these labels, say he's lucky, not knowing that you don't know how many sleepless nights, how many fake friends he had to cut off, how much shit he had to go through to get to where he was to. So I think that's the whole thing with Lucario.
Right. Guys
don't think that work to get women. They just want to sit back. That's why guys talk about choosing signals and shit like that, because they just want to sit back and they want everything to happen magically. Because I know that because that's how I used to think. Once I started putting in work, I'm like, yo, this shit ain't nothing. Bullshit ain't nothing. It is what it is. Girls are gonna play. Girls are gonna do what they do. I ain't worried about it. I'm just worried about the girls that want to fuck me.
Right, exactly. That's what it is. And you know, a lot of dudes, because they don't have that perspective, right? They're expecting certain results without putting in the work, but also they don't even understand the type of work that needs to be put in. They don't understand that they need to get rejected. They don't understand that they're supposed to get chicks that's not trying to fuck with them. That's part of the work. That strengthens your ability to continue to approach women and not be scared of rejection. But they don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I realized, Lucario, when I first started watching you, I started talking to 10 girls, only 10 girls a week. And when all 10 of those girls were like bullshit or reject me, I feel some type of way like, damn, what the fuck? Right. Once I made the decision, like, I'm going to talk to at least 100 women a week. I talk to more, but I say the very least, I got to talk to 100. Once I made that decision, everything became so much easier because I'm dealing with so many bitches. I don't even remember what most of these bitches even look like.
Right.
So how the fuck can I even figure out? She rejected me. Like, you get the same problem. Do you remember what most of these bitches even look like?
Well,
I'm talking about the ones that bullshit, not the ones that cooperate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, the thing is, you forget. Like, there's times where chicks that, you know, I try to holler at, or, you know, I would go on, like, let's say I might even go on a date with a chick, and then it's like shit don't work out or whatever. At that moment, I just forget about them. And then the reason why you forget is because there's so much other things, other situations, other women, and then you just keep doing your thing. And then sometimes those same women come back at you sometimes, and you're like, oh shit, I forgot I even remembered it. I knew this chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to remember as they come through. But the thing is, a lot of these guys, they spend so much time worrying about the women who don't want to fuck with them. So I tell guys, listen, that's part of the game. Part of the game is accepting that there's going to be a lot of women that you're trying to holler at that's not going to fuck with you. But guess what? On the flip side, there's more than enough than you can even handle that's going to want to do that. That's going to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying?
So, Lucario, every time, it's like this, right? Every time one girl bullshits me, it's like, all right, 5 more to go.
Exactly.
Once I'm done with those 5, oop, here comes 2 more. Here comes 3 more.
Exactly.
Here comes another 2. Here comes another 5. I got all these bitches. What was that bitch name that flaked last week? I don't even remember. What the fuck did that bitch even look like? Was
That's
she
a
white?
fact. That's what I'm saying.
So you just got to put it. You just got to put in work, and then you won't even remember. Because when you only play a little bit of the numbers game, you try to talk to 5%. That's when the bullshit would affect you because you're talking to so little. So you're going to remember all the interactions versus you're talking to hundreds, thousands. You're not even going to have time to sit down and think about any of them.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. So you say you got another question?
Yeah, I got a question. My one question is, right, and I've been accepted this, that even if you got game, most girls will bullshit you, right? Like I accepted that. My only question is, like, how come though? Because don't get me wrong, I've accepted it, and if a girl bullshits, I don't give a fuck. But my thing is, we both know that girls don't value looks, right? Like that, like we do, right? And so, and we know that most girls know that most guys act like bitches and don't got game, right? So if a girl meets a guy that has game, right, even if she's not that sexually attracted to him, shouldn't she still want to give him a chance and she knows, he got game, and I know most of these guys are bitches. So if I meet a guy that I know is on point, I should want to get with him instead of bullshit him. Like, shouldn't that be their thought process, or why is that not their thought process? I'm just curious about that.
Right. Well, you have to understand that a lot of decisions women make, right? There's you got to understand something. There's a portion of decisions that women make that literally have nothing to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? So even sometimes where it seems like a chick is gonna do some shit with you, right? Just based off of something else that's happening in her own world will cause her to not fuck with you, but it has nothing to do with you. So for example, let's say you meet a chick and you on point and shit, and you say, yeah, take my number down, and she take the number down, and you say, hit me up, call me, tomorrow, and then she don't call you tomorrow. And then she never calls you. And you're like, damn, what happened? I thought and it seemed like everything was cool, right? But there's a lot of shit that goes down within all that time that could have caused her not to want to call you. Like the fact is, let's say her ex-boyfriend came back in the picture. Or let's say after she gave you the number, right? She was like, damn, but I've been fucking so many niggas this past month. I gotta chill and blah, 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 right? Or let's say she does have a boyfriend. She took your number, was thinking about cheating on her boyfriend, but then she decided not to. You see what I'm saying? Like there's all these different variables that's going down in these situations. Or sometimes just because you're an on-point dude who has game, it doesn't necessarily mean that particular chick is going to want to fuck with you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So you still may not necessarily be her type, no matter how tight your game is. You see what I mean? Because you're just not that chick. Go ahead, what you gonna say? Yeah,
what I'm saying though is, even if you're not really that her type, shouldn't she know that most dudes are bitches? I put my life on the line every time I hang out with a nigga that's a bitch. So if I meet a guy that has game, shouldn't I want to get with him since I know I'm gonna be safer? I know he's gonna keep it real with me and not.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. So I'm gonna answer your question with this question, right? Or let's flip it around.
Yeah.
Now, let's flip it this way so you'll perfectly understand it. It's like saying, well, shouldn't these guys out here, know that there's really hot chicks, baddies out here? How come they always trying to holler at the 5s and the 6s and they don't holler at the 8s, 9s, and 10s, right? It's the same logic. There's something in them that causes them the insecurity or the feeling that they can't get a baddie that makes them hesitate or never even approach the baddie in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing happens with women. Yeah. So a woman in the same vein, she'll fuck with a guy who's a loser because a loser is her comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? So she may see like, damn, this guy's on point. He's this, he's that. But I don't think I'm gonna fuck with him because it's her insecurity will cause her to not want to fuck with that guy the same way a guy's insecurity will cause him to not approach the 10. You see what I'm saying? So it's the
'cause she
same
doesn't-
the
'cause
same
she doesn't think
situation.
She has what it takes to keep you.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Okay.
So women, this also, because remember, see, the reason why it's difficult for guys to understand is because our rejection is on the front end. Women's rejection is on the back end. You see what I'm saying? Generally.
Oh yeah, I heard you and Miles say that before.
So that's why. So a lot of times women are playing the situation over in their head, and they're like, okay, yeah, he's cute. He seems cool, whatever. But damn, like, I don't know, because maybe he's just trying to fuck me. And then if he fuck me and then he leave, I'm gonna feel some type of way. So they're playing all this in their head. And then the guy is like, yo, let's exchange numbers. And she's like, actually, no, because this, because of that. Or she'll take the number, and after she gets the number or she exchanges numbers, she'll think about it for the rest of the day, or and then she'll be like, I don't know about this guy, and then she'll just keep it pushing. You see what I'm saying? This just is what it is. But that's why I tell guys, you don't necessarily even need to worry about that shit, because it doesn't matter. All that matters is that if she's fucking with you or not, and if she ain't fucking with you, then it don't matter.
I totally see what you're saying. To be honest with you, I don't want girls like that anyway, because that shows that if you're not confident enough to believe in yourself,
right,
then you're gonna fuck up my energy anyway.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
I see what you're saying. Then that totally makes sense, because it never because when I first got into the game, I'm like, I got game now. So and I know these bitches could tell, because y'all always say, and I concur, this, a girl can tell exactly who you are within the first few things that you say. So I'm like, cool. If she could tell that I got game, that I'm not gonna stalk. She doesn't want to text me no more. That I'm not gonna do no fucking bullshit.
Right.
She should want to fuck with me, but you're right. I forgot about the intimidation part. The fact that she knows she can't control you. She knows she can't manipulate you with the box.
Right.
So she has to really want to be with you, in thinking that I can make this guy fuck me long term. And a lot of girls know they can't do that.
Right. Exactly. That's a fact.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Sicario. Thanks for helping me understand that, though, bro. Because that's one thing that I was confused about. Because even me and my friend, we be watching you. We was just discussing that the other day. So thanks for making it clear, Sicario.
That's what's up. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, let's go to 347. 347. What's good? What's good?
How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Did you donate?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what's good? What's good? So what's going on?
What with a girl for a while? Like, okay, so let's say you know a girl that you've been fucking with.
Right.
You have a friend, but you're in her wrong. You're messing with her friend now.
And
okay, so is it cool for?
So what's the question?
If you let her spend the night.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, talk.
No, go ahead. What you saying? So you said there's a girl you knew. Who's this girl you know? How do you know her?
My ex-friend. I'm friend.
Your ex-friend?
Yeah.
How's she your ex-friend? Like you don't fuck with her like that no more? Like what? Like what happened?
No, like okay, the girl I used to date, that's her friend.
So the girl you used to date. So it's not a friend. It's a girl you used to date. Got to be clear on all this shit.
No, I'm messing with her friend.
Okay, I'm trying to get it clear. So a girl you used to date, you're messing with her friend.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when did you date? When did you stop dating this first girl?
2019.
Okay. Now, where'd you meet her friend at?
I met them at the same spot in a hotel. They had a hotel party.
Okay. Now, what I'm saying is, when you started fucking with the friend, when did this start happening?
In 2022.
Okay, so you randomly
like over the summer.
So you randomly ran into this friend in 2022.
No, I didn't randomly. I know both of them since 2019, but I was dating one.
Okay, so what? So my question to you is, at what point did you and the friend start fucking around, and how did that happen? That's what I'm saying. Like, you just called her up and was like, "Yo, let's fuck around." Like, what happened?
Nah, we used to like hang out in like groups and shit. We go to parties and stuff.
And then
start messing around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So what was the circumstance that caused y'all to start fucking around? Like y'all was at a party, y'all started making out. Like what happened? Give me the story.
We just started hanging out a lot, like going to parties and stuff a lot.
But just you and her, just you and the friend.
Nah, my ex be there too. With
So all y'all are hang out, and then so what I'm saying is this is what I'm asking you. At what point did you and the friend start are y'all smashing? What are y'all doing?
Just start smashing. But
okay, cool. Now hold on, wait, stop. When did y'all smash? When's the first time y'all smashed?
4 days ago.
4 days ago. Okay, now how did that happen? How did the smashing happen? You called her, she called you, y'all was at a party. Like, what was the situation?
I called her and she came over to my crib.
Okay, and then so you just called her randomly, came to your crib, and y'all smashed. Now, when was the last time you hung out with your ex chick?
It's been a while. She got a man now.
Okay, cool. All right, so now your question is what? So what's the question? What's the question?
The question is it wrong for me to make her spend the night, even though I know her for a while?
Is it wrong for you to make her spend the night, even though you knew her for a while? Listen, you don't make a chick spend the night unless she's your girlfriend. You understand? Okay. Because understand this, because you still have to vet a woman in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? So even though
she's not gonna get.
What happened? Say it again.
She knows she won't be able to get a relationship from me because I used to date her friend.
So then why you wanted to spend the night?
I mean, I kind of don't, but sometimes I just be lazy, like jump in my car and take her home. Like I don't like doing that shit.
But why you got to take her home?
She's not working right now, and I don't really like wasting my money on Ubers. I have a car, you know.
So wait, so she don't have money for an Uber?
Nope.
Bruh. So, okay, so let me get this straight. So y'all be going out, hanging out, partying. What does she do? She just be broke in the club? Like, what is she doing?
Nah, we don't go out no more. She just come over when I tell her to come over.
Okay, so how does she get to your house?
I pick her up.
So you pick this woman up, smash, and then drive her back to her crib?
Sometimes. But sometimes she spend the night. Is it wrong to make her spend the night?
So that's why you spending the night, because you don't want to have to drive her and shit.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to drive.
Wait, let me ask you this. Are you hitting it raw, though?
Yep.
Oh, nigga. Nigga. Come on, fam.
I told her I'm going to stop.
What happened?
I told her I'm going to stop because I don't want to get too comfortable.
So how many times she spent the night, though? Because you said it was only 4 days ago, and you said she spent the night?
Yeah.
Okay, so she spent it, so what, one day she spent the night? Two. So you fucked her twice in 4 days?
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, man.
The second time was.
Bruh. You doing way too much, bro. This is what I'm saying. You just want her to be a fuck buddy, correct?
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah.
No, I'm asking you though. I'm saying you don't want her to be like your girlfriend at any point. You just trying to fuck and that's it, right?
Yeah, no girlfriend, but if she adds value, I'll keep her around. Just rotation.
Okay, so you should not have her spending the night. You feel what I'm saying? And you should have her as basically take a Uber and come see you. You see what I'm saying? Because what you're doing now is this is what's happening. She's already you. So like you fucked her twice or more than 2 times in these 4 days, in the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Only twice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you drove her back. You got her from her crib to your crib, then back to her crib each time?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga. See, now this is what happened. You've already created a dynamic where you're gonna have to pick this woman up every time you want to fuck.
Okay, I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if you're making her spend the night, then what's going to happen is she's going to feel entitled to spend the night. So this is what I'm saying. You're setting yourself up for friction. You understand? Okay. You're setting yourself up for her feeling entitled. Because now, let's say next week you want to smash and you say you'll come through and she's going to be like, all right, well, come pick me up at 6. And you're like, nah, just take an Uber. And she's going to feel some type of way. She's like, well, I got to take an Uber. Why can't you come pick me up? You see, now y'all in a fucking debate or argument.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So bro, you setting yourself up for that shit. So this is what you should do at this point. You know, it's what you need to tell her is like, listen, you got to get her used to taking her own spots. You feel what I'm saying? Taking her own Uber to your spot. And you got to not let her spend a night. It's that simple. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
All right,
bro.
All
right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. All right. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. All right. So let's go to Monogamous Player. What's going on, fam?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Lucario? What's good, everybody? Y'all already know I donate.
That's up.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Oh, man. Hey, great topic, and I'm ready to give some testimonies. First, the last caller, I just wanted to give him a word of advice. The only time that you agree to pick a woman up when she's a fuck buddy is if she's been consistent with coming herself to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when I used to have this chick, right? She was a real good fuck buddy for a year and a half, couple of years, right? And she will always come herself. I live in Houston. She live in the suburbs in Pearland. I know Steve the Dean know about that because he stay in Houston or whatever, right? Now, it was only one time or a couple of times when she was supposed to come over, she was a little tired. And I agreed to go pick her up because for a year or for so many months, she'd been consistent with coming to my house.
Exactly.
On her own. And living on her own. So then at that point, okay, I feel pretty good tonight. I don't mind coming to scoop you. Just be ready for me. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't let that be a habit. You know what I'm saying? After that one time, it's back to you being consistent some more. You see what I'm saying? Not that one time and now I'm becoming consistent with picking you up. No, I'm only doing that because you've been so consistent up until this point. So why not come pick you up? You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
But he's already letting the girl, picking her up, letting her spend the night and all that type of shit. Like, bro, nah, my nigga, you about to have a baby real soon. Either you gonna have a baby or you gonna have some problems, bro. And remember, guys, everybody in the chat, when you play dumbass games, you're gonna win dumbass prizes.
That's a fact.
So you fucking around with these girls raw and you picking them up and you doing this whole boy because he really trying to like be player about it. But guys got to understand, you got to let that boyfriend energy go. All that picking a girl up and letting her spend the night and all, that's boyfriend energy.
Right.
So, of course, a girl is going to feel entitled. And I bet you, Mr. Lucario, if he was to tell her tonight, if she wanted to come over, hey, catch an Uber yourself, she's going to have an attitude.
Exactly.
Because he already built that standard in her life. You see what I'm saying? Between him and her.
Right.
So that's one thing. It was a couple of calls ago, and he was basically saying that sometimes he feels some type of way because he know he has game, but some girls still don't act right.
Right.
Now, here's a mistake that a lot of guys do, and I used to make this mistake, right? Never let a woman's reaction make you second guess your game.
Right. Exactly.
So, for example, like if you outright and you roll up on a baddie and she's not feeling you, that don't mean that the next baddie won't be feeling you. You see what I'm saying? Or will be feeling you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if this one chick is not feeling you, don't question your game. Just understand that, okay, maybe she's just not see, as a player, you understand that not every chick is going to be a part of your program. And not every chick needs to be in your program.
Right.
So when a girl says no, I automatically forget about her and I'm already to the next. And I'm not going to let a girl justify another girl's reaction towards me, because I can find a 9 to say no, but I can find a 10 that's saying yes and ready to fuck.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
so don't let a girl's reaction do that.
That's
you see what I'm saying? And another thing,
real shit.
And also, Mr. Lucario, guys got to understand this too. Because guys be like and I used to do this like because of women's reactions. I be beating myself up and I'm questioning them. Guys got to understand this. Sometimes a woman is not on point.
Right.
You could be on point, but a woman might not be on the level that you on.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So don't let that get to you. Like, let that roll off your... Mr. Carter, you know how many girls that I didn't smash that the first time around they was tripping?
Right.
And all I did was I didn't chase them or anything. I just let them go. You feel me? And when they was ready to come back, I opened that door, and guess what, baby? You starting right at level 1.
Right, exactly.
So I need to see your consistency right from the back. You see what I mean? You know how many girls I didn't smash like that was tripping at first, and then later in life they came back around, or they wasn't tripping. Whatever happened didn't transpire the way we wanted to.
Right.
But then later in life it did. You see what I'm saying? So you don't question your game. Only try to tweak your game when you can see something that you can work on.
Right.
But don't let a woman's reaction or whatever, because sometimes these bitches just be talking shit. Sometimes these females just be in their own head and they just saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? But guys, they let a woman's reaction affect them. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, Mr. Lucario, when you was just talking about how you can become sexually attracted to women, it's all about communication, man. It's all about, like, when I was young, Mr. Lucario, I used to be one of them niggas that, you know, dress fly and all, and I still dress fly and shit like that, but most of my game was predicated to how I dressed and stuff.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to go out unless I was wearing the latest shit, right? But then at the end of my college career, right before I graduated, and even after I graduated, I kind of went through a rough patch to where my priorities changed and I couldn't buy the latest clothes no more, or whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
So a part of me felt a little insecure because now I'm not comfortable. I'm kind of uncomfortable, right?
Right.
But I realized over time that a lot of women think I'm good looking, and I keep getting a haircut. I keep getting my dreads done. I keep looking good. So I built up the confidence to where I ain't gotta, you know, be wearing designer and all that type of stuff. I can just put on some shorts and some fly. As long as I'm clean and everything is presentable, I'm good. You know how many times, Mr. Carter, I've been to a house party and I'm wearing some sweatpants and a t-shirt and a black tee and a chick on me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But another nigga got on designer. You know what I'm saying? So that showed me that, okay, like, I understand that I'm good looking. You see what I'm saying? So with me doing that, I'm just gonna always work on my opinions, whether or not I'm wearing the flyest clothes or the latest clothes. I don't have to wear the latest clothes. But I know a lot of guys, they probably feel like they gotta wear a chain or they gotta wear some designer shoes or they gotta wear this or they gotta wear that. You know what I'm saying? Just to approach a bitch. And a lot of times bitches not even thinking about that. And the last thing I want to say is, Mr. Lucario, when it comes to being sexually attractive, you got to know how to communicate. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of guys feel like you got to talk smooth and you got to talk low and talk like you from Paris or somewhere, right? No, you have to be smooth. And when I say smooth, you got to be smooth and having communication skills and knowing how to transition the conversation. You see what I'm saying? But just be yourself. Right. So when I'm out here talking to women, I'm just being myself. I'm real big on joking. You know what I'm saying? I like to have a good conversation, but I have good communication skills. So, for example, I'm at a bar or whatnot, and me and my partners are at a bar with some chicks, and we talking to them, we conversing with them, and one chick says something that triggers me of knowing that, okay, she's attracted to a nigga, right?
Right.
Then I have enough skills to direct the conversation wherever I want it to go. So now I have enough skills to understand, like, okay, now it's time to build up flirting. So instead of all that joking, now let me joke, but be flirtatious about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I understand what this conversation is leading to. But a lot of guys, they just be talking, and they're not building no flirtatious.
Right.
They're not building no sexual energy. They're not doing that because they don't have the communication skills. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, Mr. Lucario, the last thing I want to say is, sometimes girls be feeling y'all niggas, but y'all niggas not making no moves.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact. So if you talking about platonic shit, a girl gonna keep it platonic.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And the final thing I want to say, I know I say this a couple of times, but the final thing I want to say is, Mr. Lucario, when you out here going out to go holler at women and you just out here being social, have a group of guys that get women just like you, or have a level of game, or even a level of game that's higher than you.
Right.
So when y'all go out and y'all be on y'all tag team shit, y'all all know each other's pros and cons. So y'all can act on that and y'all can set up alley hoops for one another.
Right.
But a lot of guys, y'all be going out with niggas that be hating on y'all or to be trying to put y'all in bad situations, but they're not willing to be confident just like you willing to be confident. No, go out with guys that's on the same level as you, or if not higher. Thank you, Mr. Lucario, for the opportunity.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. That's my dude, Anonymous player with the game. The heavy game. With the heavy motherfucking game, people. So, guys, caller number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the number. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat if you have a question, and then we will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? So let me get to some of these questions in the chat. If you're gonna call up, you guys can call up. You get that shit cracking. You get some of these questions. So it says, what type of behavior are you talking about exactly? So basically what I'm saying is this: whenever you're talking to women and dealing with women, right? Your behavior has to be where it's sexual, dominant, flirtatious, shit like that, right? See, when a woman is talking to you, she doesn't want to necessarily just be talking about the weather and what she do for work and all that other, like, that's cool, but for a minute, but that's just regular boring talk. You understand what I'm saying? What you want to do when you're talking to a chick, flirting with her, whatever, is you want to create an environment where it's sexual. You understand? Because that is the main reason why y'all are interacting with each other. That's the main reason. You understand? Think about if, let's say, for example, you know, a woman met Superman. And then throughout the whole conversation, he didn't mention nothing about flying. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, he's Superman, for God's sake. So the one of the most exciting things that could happen between her and him is him to grab her, swoop her up in the air, and bring her back down. You understand? So now, if a woman is talking to her best girlfriend or her cousin or her mom or, you know, her coworker, right? Or the person at McDonald's taking the order, but then she talks to you, the difference between all those people and you is that you could give her some dick.
Dick is a gift.
Or you're in this situation.
It's a gift.
To give her some dick.
It's a gift.
You understand? So part of your behavior when you're interacting with these women is that you gotta, you know, be on some, let's actually make this sexual. A lot of guys are scared to make it sexual because you're scared of the girl not responding to you how you want her to respond to you. But see, the thing is that you want her to give you a response so you know what the deal is. Because if she's responding to you like, oh no, I'm not really feeling that. I'm not trying to talk to you like that. I got a boyfriend, you know, or she's giving you one word answer. She's not really engaging. That'll tell you, all right, cool. This chick ain't really about it. So let me move on. But if the opposite is true, meaning she's like showing interest, she's smiling, she's flirting back, she's doing all this stuff, then it's like, cool. It's going somewhere with this situation with this woman. You know what I'm saying? So how do some friends wind up smashing later on? What do you mean? Explore. You gotta you know, rephrase that. So how do you stay on top of your shit daily? Do you use any routines or journals? Well, this is the thing. You have to just make shit a routine. You understand? You got to make shit a habit. It's just like you have to consciously say, okay, you know what? Monday through Friday, when I wake up, I'm going to go to the gym before I go to work. You understand? And then what happens is because you start doing that, you know, every week for a month, 2 months, 3 months, it becomes part of your shit. And then it almost feels weird not to do it. And then so you automatically start to, you know, just continue to do that shit. You're conditioning your mind and your body to make those decisions, to do those things. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta make a choice to say you're gonna do something, stick with it until it becomes a habit, and then it becomes part of your life. And that's the same thing with dealing with women and talking to women. If you guys are out there, actually approaching women on a consistent basis and playing the numbers game, then that becomes your thing. And then it becomes part of a habit. And then therefore you're going to get more success because you've trained yourself to do that. Most guys have trained themselves to be complainers, to sit on the sidelines, and to not do anything. You understand? He says, is it possible to be a glitch in the game? I got email coaching from you and Miles. I put in the work every day, swiping, going out to the club, ain't getting it popping yet. Still trying though. Well, Mr. Know-It-All, you gotta call up right now, but you gotta let me know some more details, because you could have been like, oh yeah, I got coaching from you and Miles last month, and I've been watching your videos for a month and a half. But before that, I've never approached a girl. I never talked to girls. I don't really do anything. So if you haven't been doing anything and then you started doing things for a month and then you're expecting like this big explosion, it's most likely not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So you could probably make some sort of progress, but you actually need to really grind it out and do certain things. It's like a person, let's say, who is, 200 pounds overweight, and they're like, yeah, I went to the gym for like 3 or 4 weeks and only lost 4 pounds. How come I didn't lose 50 pounds? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So let me go to that. It says, if a woman wants to fuck you on the first night, does that necessarily mean she's sexually attracted to you? Yes. Unless she's doing it in some sort of way to fucking, like play a game with you or some shit, or to get you like to feel like, oh, he got some type of situation that I want to take advantage of, so let me give him the pussy now in order to get him hooked or whatever it is like that. But usually what happens is that if a woman's gonna have sex with you on the first night, that means she's sexually attracted to you, or else she wouldn't be doing it. You see what I'm saying? Because a woman doesn't have to have sex with you. She can find another nigga to have sex with quickly. You understand? So her choosing to have sex with you is because she's sexually attracted. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So 99.99% of the time, it's because she's sexually attracted. There's times where she'll do some shit for like nefarious reasons, but generally that's not going to happen. So with the chicks spending the night, what if they pass the fuck out after we smash? Need to let them know ahead of time. Well, listen, first of all, even if they pass out, wake her ass up. Be like, yo, you got to go. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to go. And in fact, after y'all fucking, there shouldn't even be that much time you're spending, like, chilling with her to the point that she gets that comfortable to fall asleep. You understand? Ibra said, yeah, Lucario, you're saying all these things, but mouthpiece is something that doesn't work that simple. You need a lot of training. Say us how to work on that. Bruh, that's why I tell you guys, man, go to badboymembership.com. I have a whole program called How to Have a Tight Mouthpiece. See, the mouthpiece isn't a difficult thing. All having a mouthpiece is about conveying a message to get your point across so the woman can respond. That's it. Now, are there certain things when it comes to having a mouthpiece where it's more advanced that you can say and do to basically make things happen? Of course. But generally, you having a mouthpiece is just you basically conveying that message, making sure she understands the message, and then seeing how she's responding to that message. He said, can't have a mouthpiece wording shit like that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because the way some of y'all be writing, I can tell that it's gonna be crazy. We gotta have a mouthpiece, man. So you can't write things like that and then so you gotta work on that shit. How do you get over having a bad reputation, more specifically having a reputation of being awkward and weird? Well, first of all, big DE, right? First of all, you gotta understand something. Most of y'all don't have a reputation. You understand? Like what you might have is people who know of you who just don't really take you seriously. And that's okay because those people aren't really that important. But if you're going out into the real world and you're interacting with different people, then what are we talking about a reputation? Because if you come, I don't know where you at, but let's say you come to New York and me and you go out to the city and we're chilling at a bar, we're chilling at some places and there's women around. They don't know about your reputation. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to 732. 732, what's popping? Who's this?
What's good, Lucario? What's Rashawn? Can you hear me? I
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro? What's popping? What's good? What's good?
Yeah. No, I didn't really see the beginning portion is when you talked about the topic or anything. However, I already know what you may have said, but I do agree. It does take work to be sexually appealing. Because it's not what I mean. Let's get looks out the way first. With looks, that takes work too. But like you said, it's easy for a girl to get a good-looking guy.
Right.
Not every guy is going to be sexually appealing to her. But I would say, in my opinion, what takes part in that sexually appealing, well, not just opinion, but it's a fact, but the behavior. You understand what I'm saying? So, in order to not be fazed by the bullshit that you go through with bitches, you obviously got to have your foot in the game.
Right.
That's work. To know what women like about you and to be able to maximize on that as far as your behavior, that's work too.
Right.
And to be able to fluently convey the message of what you're trying to get done, that's all, in my opinion, within the sexual appeal that you have deep down under. I believe every man has it. We just gotta find it. You gotta work to get it out of us.
Exactly. That's a fact.
I definitely agree with that, Lucario. I know I spoke about this before, but I don't fell in love with New York, man. Oh my God, New York is. I see why you ain't leave.
New York is the shit. I don't know. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. New York is the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh my God, you still be doing your thing out there?
Hell yeah, New York is the shit, man.
Going out and shit.
Yeah, listen. All these dudes talk about going overseas and shit to get women. I'm like, nigga. It's like there's too much women where I'm at. It's crazy.
Go to the city, fuck overseas. Oh my goodness,
nigga. If you go Friday night, Saturday night to fucking just Lower East Side, that's you could just go there. That little part is women. It's crawling with women. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
We're going to Broadway this Sunday, man. But that's what I wanted to talk about, Lucario. So you know how you and Miles always advise us to go on Meetup or Eventbrite and shit like that.
Right.
Okay. So I want to know, did y'all have to do that with yourselves? Like, because I know you said you used to go to Hofstra, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Go to where?
Or you went to one of them little. You went to one of them colleges in New York. I forgot the name.
Hunter. Yeah, I went to Hunter College. Yeah.
Hunter, there we go.
Right.
Hunter. So I know when you stop there, I'm pretty sure when you stop going to school there, there was a downfall in bitches that you would see every day without having to try to see them, right?
Right.
So I want to know, was there a period in life where you was like, okay, I gotta find shit, like I gotta find places to go? Were you always like this?
No, the thing was, I was always doing that from before I even went to college. So when I went to college, I was like, oh, there's a bunch of women here already. But before I was even going to college, I was like going out to different places, different spots, different areas. You know what I'm saying? And then even during college, I still went to, because in my whole, listen, when I was in college, I probably messed with, I didn't even mess with that many girls in my college. I messed with like 2 chicks in my college. I'm lying. In Hunter, I messed with only 2 chicks. And then before Hunter, I was in Medgar Evers College, and I probably messed with like maybe 1 or 2 girls there. But when I was in college, I didn't necessarily mess with that many chicks. I would just go there, do my classes, and then bounce most of the time. And then when I bounced, I would actually go, right? I would actually go to, different spots and then holler at chicks. You see what I'm saying? So I was already like, because I was already hollering at chicks outside of college. You see what I mean? But they was around. You know what I'm saying?
I give you kudos for that, Lucario, because I know myself and hell other niggas would rather take advantage of the home court. But you did your thing outside at college.
Yeah, it was just like, because to me it was whatever. It wasn't like, it was like the whole of New York was the shit. So I was like, wherever I'm at, it is what it is. And then so what happened is, and also too, when I was in Hunter in that college, it was weird because I would go to class and it was only like a few times here and there where I had gaps in between the classes. So a lot of times the gaps in between the classes. So let's say I would go to a class from like 9 to maybe like 10:45 or some shit. And then I would have from 10:45 up until 3 o'clock, I would have free time. And then my next class is at 3. So then there were chicks that I was already fucking with outside the college. So I would go either to their spot in between class, chill with them, do my thing, and then go back to class. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, before I even got into the college, I already had a team of women that I was fucking with. You see what I'm saying? Which is why when I got there, I wasn't really so pressed to the chicks at college because I already had a bunch of chicks I was fucking with anyway. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't really like doing that too much.
That's how it gets. Wow, I didn't know that. So you when you get a lot of success with women outside of your organization, wherever you at, bitches at your organization don't even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't even make a difference. You're right. That's what I'm saying. It don't even make a difference. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I tell dudes, like, when you have game, it don't matter where you at. Because you're always gonna get shit popping. That's what I'm trying to tell dudes. So like when dudes like, man, we gotta go to other countries and we gotta do this. Nigga, there's women all over the place. So it's so much of an abundance of women that it was like whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I would still flirt with girls in the school and all this other shit, but there was like 2 main chicks that I smashed in college in Hunter, just because it just kind of like happened because they were there and I was bored. So I was like, all right, let me go talk to somebody real quick. And then that was kind of like what it was. You know what I'm saying? So,
Last question before I get off the phone. I'm real curious. Because I'm about to start going out alone. Because I'm starting to see like a lot of people bring my energy down and I hate that shit so much.
Right.
But I want to know with you, when did you start going out alone?
I mean, shit. Like, as soon as I got 21 and I was able to go into the spots, I was going out alone half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like half the time I would go.
You was already cooking.
Yeah, I was already doing it. I was already, because you got to understand something. So the first time I had sex, I was 16, right? And even before I had sex, I was still like, talking to girls, interacting with chicks, making out with them when I was like 14, 15, whatever like that, right? So then once I had sex for the first time, I had a girlfriend, right? At this point, when I was like 16 and shit, right? And then so after I had sex with her, I was like, and then we broke up like maybe like a few months after that. I was like, yo, I need to have sex with other women because I need to see if it feels different. Like, this is what I was thinking when I was younger. I was like, how does it feel with another girl? So then I had sex with another chick and another chick. And then I was like, oh, it's kind of different, but kind of the same type shit or whatever. But then what happened was I was in high school and, like ending high school or whatever. And then I would always be out somewhere at some spot, either a house party or some type of block party event. Shit, I'll be in the city. And a lot of times, even around then, before I turned 21, I was just hollering at chicks in the street. You know what I'm saying? So I would be like around my way. I go to the store to buy like chips or some shit. A chick will be coming out the fucking store. I go, holler at her, when she's like coming out and shit. So it's like it was all around me. I never was like, man, I can't talk to no girl in the street. I can't talk to this girl. It was like wherever they at, I'm talking to them. So what happened was I became used to doing that, and then I just kept doing it wherever. So if I was in the street talking to them, if I'm at a party talking to them, when I got 21 and was going to the bars to start talking to them, so it's wherever. I would talk to them outside the bar, inside the bar, down the street, wherever. It didn't even matter. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. One thing I'm surprised by 16. I thought you were gonna say 12.
Oh no, I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 when I was you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. That shit was crazy. And it was funny. When I first had sex, I thought that shit was whack. I was like, this is what everybody's talking about. I was like,
yo, me too.
I think
the big pussy was dry.
Yo, I think what happens is that people hype it up. So when you're first getting it, it's like, yeah. So you think it's going to like be amazing and shit. And you're like, this is okay. This is all right.
But even if, tell me if you agree with what not agree, but have experienced. You ever been like, damn, like, I want some pussy, it's coming. And then when you fuck, it's like the anticipation was greater than the actual.
Oh, of course. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the funny part is? This happens a lot too, and I had to learn this too. Sometimes you fuck a girl for the first time, right? And I'm sure this probably happened to some other people or whatever too, or just you notice this. There's chicks that I fuck for the first time, and the shit is amazing. It's like, the pussy's crazy. Everything is crazy, right? And then I fuck her again, and I'm like, it's all right. It's never as good as the first time. Because I don't know what it is. It's like in your mind, it's like, oh, this shit was good. And so you think it's going to be to that level the next time you're doing it.
Again.
You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes what happens is you fuck a girl only once, and then in your mind, her shit is like amazing forever in your mind because you only fucked her once. But if you fuck her again, it probably ain't gonna be as good as the first time. But that's just how it is because your mind it's probably never going to be as good as the first time because it's been built up in your mind so much that it can never compete with what was in your mind at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how that happens. So a lot of niggas will be in situations like that thinking that, this chick is the shit and they in love now, but it's just because they fucked this girl once and it was really good. So, it's crazy.
Well, thanks for taking my call, Carl. It was nice talking to you.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. All right, let's go to 862. This will be last call. 862. What's popping? Who this? 862. What up? What's going on, my brother? Did you donate?
Yeah, I called the other day. Yeah, I donated.
Did you donate today, though? Yeah. All right. I was about to hit that Price is Right button on you, but go ahead. What's going on with you?
Yo, this is the dude that was, I had the roommate and shit, remember?
Oh, yeah, yes. What's going on?
Yeah, no, man. So, anyway, I told the old girl she was speaking to me yesterday and shit. She gave me the coochie again. She like, oh, the shit she was doing with the old boy ain't really work out. And she asked, like, do she want, if she want to be in a relationship and shit. And I kind of like told her, nah.
Wait, she asked you if you want to be in a relationship with her?
Type shit, yeah. Like you want to like take it to the next level type shit. And I'm like, what happened to the other dude? And she said, oh, something. We not really clicking like I thought we was and shit. I don't know. It just seemed fishy. So I told her like, let's, what we got cool now. Let's just keep it the way it is. Cause I don't know. I think she be capping a lot. But ever since then, she started acting a little like distant.
The problem is, let me tell you the problem. You doing too much with this chick. That's why she even asking you that type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm sure. So because you probably be talking to her a lot. Spending time with her, doing a bunch of other shit, right?
Yeah, we definitely do spend time together.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why she's taking that shit.
Very chilling and shit.
That's what I'm saying. If you're doing all that extra shit, that's what's gonna give her the idea of you being her boyfriend. So if you're just trying to fuck, See, this is what I keep trying to tell you guys. Listen, you can't do both. Either you just fucking, or this is a chick who could potentially be somebody in your life. There's no in between, right? So y'all be trying to fuck, but also kind of have a girlfriend, but not have a girlfriend. That's not how this shit works. So it's either you fucking and she's a fuck buddy, and you know she's gonna be a fuck buddy, and you're not gonna wife her, and then you treat her as a fuck buddy with how you with your actions, meaning like we fuck, I leave, I come back at some point, we fuck, and then I leave. I don't spend no time talking to you, watching TV. We don't cuddle. We don't get on the phone. We don't do shit but fucking. Now, if it's a girl that you're fucking, but you also say, you know what, she's a cool chick, I might see some potential in her. You fuck her first, right, for a while, then you can start going on some dates, then you can start talking to her on the phone a little bit more, then you give her some tasks to do to see if she's cooperating on a consistent basis, and then after years pass by, you decide, hey, you know what, I'm gonna make this chick my girlfriend, right? Those are only two things you need to do. Right. It's either you just fucking or you vetting. That's it. You can't do both at the same time. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because that's so going to cause drama. No contact if I'm just smashing. Yes, exactly. The only contact is to smash. Okay. Yes, that's it. So if you just want to fuck her,
I gotta keep all that other shit out of it.
Exactly, everything out of it. If you're just trying to fuck, you understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, there was a chick that I used to mess with, right? Who was a fuck buddy of mine, right? Like what I would do is I would go to her house. Let's say I say, yo, I'm gonna come over at 7, right? So I get to her place at 7, right? We fucking by like 7:10 or 7:08. I'm just giving you a time frame, right? Now, we done fucking by 7:30. I'm out of there by 7:40. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? That's it.
So,
and then she don't hear from me. She don't hear from me until we ready to fuck again. That's it. Well, I don't hear from her until.
It's a bad idea if I go stay with one of my homeboys.
So you said this is a chick you living with?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I told her like, I might be going to stay with one of my homeboys. I think that's a better idea.
Bruh, you see, you doing way too much, man. You living with this chick, you fucking this girl, cuddling you basically her boyfriend, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, probably if I moved out, I'd be able to put a little distance in between. Right. Like, it's kind of whack now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So you gotta let her know what it is, man. You gotta let her know that that's it, bro. Like, you're just getting the dick. Because as soon as you start doing all this extra shit, you understand? And then the fact that y'all living together, that's bruh. That's a little too much, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm probably gonna like move out, shake. I ain't gonna just.
But but if you just on some fuck buddy shit, you got to be on some fuck buddy shit, and that's it. All right.
Hey, Cardi.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, brother. All right, so guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com and make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com.
All right. So guys, appreciate y'all tuning in. Tomorrow, you're going to have the show at 4:00 tomorrow. And we're going to be actually talking about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great show because we're going to be talking about, what you guys could learn about the game from the PNB Rock situation. We're gonna go in on that. So we talked about that on Patreon. I'm actually gonna upload it today. I was supposed to upload it yesterday. I'm gonna upload that, but we're gonna go in tomorrow. So make sure that you guys tune in. You feel what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.